My name is Hannah Holborn, and I will be showing you how to properly take off gloves. Before I show you how to properly take them off, we have to know why we're putting them on, or when we should put them on. So let's say there's an incident, and you witnessed a car crash, just for example, and you're a bystander. You have the choice to act or not to act. Well, it is prime time or ideal time to put your gloves on once you have decided to act, but before you go and assess what has happened, because you don't know if there's fluids from the car or if the person's bleeding. Whatever it may be, you don't want to contaminate yourself and you don't want to contaminate that person. So let's say that you've decided to act and you're walking up to the scene and you put on your gloves. You put these on because, like I said earlier, you don't want to contaminate or spread germs or infect yourself or whatever it may be. Because what if that person is bleeding and they have HIV? So, after you've put your gloves on, well, time out. Let's say that you don't have gloves. You can also use plastic bags, but whatever. You have your gloves on. You've assessed, you've done everything, and you have body fluids or dirt on your hands, and you don't want to get that on yourself. There's a proper way to take your gloves off. There's a couple different ways, but one of them is you pinch the inside of your glove, not at the very tip like this. You don't want to pinch right there, because what happens if you go down? You're just going to, this finger, it's going to get all on that skin. So you go on the inside of your wrist and you pinch and you pull up, and you see how it starts to roll up. You want the outside of the glove to roll into the inside. I don't know if I said that correctly, but you see how all this is clean because it hasn't touched anything. So I'm okay to touch this. I mean, I don't want to rub up on it, but it's okay for my hands to touch this part as long as I don't touch this part. So then I'm going to pull my hand out, ball it up in one hand. So that contaminated glove is concealed into the palm of my hand. But now I have to take off this glove without contaminating my clean hand. So you take two fingers and go this way, and whatever. And you pull up, pull the inside, and you grab from the inside, and it's concealed. The proper way is, ideally, if you have a hazard bag or a hazard trash can, I don't know about trash can, but a hazard bag or a Ziploc bag that you can properly dispose of your gloves and put into the bag without further contaminating your hands. Pull that off, conceal it, and then after you've done that, you can throw it away and dispose of it. But that way, the germs are sealed in, airtight. That would be ideal. If you have Walmart bags or don't have a Ziploc bag or a hazard bag, Walmart bags, a Whataburger bag works just as good. So, all said and done, but even though my hands have not touched necessarily the body fluids or whatever, further precautions, I still need to wash my hands because we don't want to take the chance. So what you would do, and I'm going to turn my iPad and show you, is you would wash your hands with warm water for 20 to 30 seconds. So turn the water on, get them rinsed, get the soap, and wash. And you want to make sure you get under your fingernails and you get your fingers, your hands, and just in case, even though you have gloves on, you kind of want to go up to your forearms just a little bit. 20 seconds, and I wasn't long. Then you rinse, still warm water. Dry your hands off. If you really don't want to spread any germs, you would dry your hands off with 2 separate paper towels, 1 towel for one hand, 1 towel for the other. Shut this off. Don't touch it again, because that's dirty. You touched it earlier. And that's it. You now know how to successfully take your gloves off without contaminating your hands, and you know to wash your hands afterwards.